in a way, the Places of Worship Act is also imposing a kind of limitation on history. Zafar Sareshwala, I want to bring you in here. You know, as I said in my introduction, you were a critic of the government, then you became a fan of the Prime Minister, then you became sometimes a qualified critic, sometimes a qualified admirer. But Ashwini Shahi says this is not the government, this is the courts. And Sanjay Hegde says Justice Chandrachud's off the cuff remark in open court has given a cue to trial courts across the country that where they could throw out some petitions, they're admitting them and proceeding with them. What does this mean for the Muslim community and for India as a whole?
Barkha, I have been admirer of the Prime Minister because I've worked with him for almost 21 years now.
Yeah.
And every time, even when we were in Gujarat, anything which we used to feel, we had all the right to question then Chief Minister. He would always take healthy criticism. So it is his way of doing. But coming to this, Barkha, I am in Abu Dhabi now. I have joined an asset management Sharia cum ethical investment fund, which is regulated in Abu Dhabi global market. And the majority shareholders of this company are British and American. Okay. And it is spread in Abu Dhabi, in Saudi Arabia, in Qatar, and also in Oman. I have joined as a principal advisor, and I insisted on putting one clause in that a certain portion of that would be invested in Indian equities, in Indian businesses, in Indian manufacturing. And Barkha, we had a meeting yesterday, and people were questioning me with this: what's happening in Sambhal, and what's happening in Ajmer. I mean, I'm asking Mr. Ashwini Saab. I have no question. I'm not getting into places of worship act or anything. Do you agree what Mr. Mohan Bhagwat Saab has said? And Mr. Mohan Bhagwat has said publicly and privately also, he has said this to me exactly in these words. When I met him, when Babri Masjid case was at its peak, he said, "Ke theek hai." And he said this, कि क्या हर मस्जिद के नीचे हम शिवलिंग ढूंढेंगे कि यही काम है इस मुल्क में हमारा? मैं अश्विनी साहब को पूछना चाहता हूं कि आप लोग दुश्मनी करते हो प्राइम मिनिस्टर की, वो बात करते हैं हिंदुस्तान को $5 ट्रिलियन की इकोनॉमी में ले जाने के लिए, और आप क्या कर रहे हो? ये आप कर रहे हो ना, इसका आने वाली नस्लें भुगतेंगी। ये तो एक संभल है, ये कंट्रोल के बाहर होता है। अश्विनी साहब, मैं हिंदुस्तानी हूं, मुझे हिंदुस्तान से मोहब्बत है, मैंने तो डलवाया उसके अंदर कि a certain portion should be invested in India. And you know what? In last 1 month, Mr. Piyush Goyal was here in Riyadh. He was talking to investors. Then the Rajasthan Chief Minister was here 2-3 days back. Why on earth is moving to the Islamic countries? Then we had, day before yesterday, Invest India CEO was here. And people are asking questions because, for investment, because I am an investment banker, Barkha, all my life. And, the investment banker only thinks once. First, if there is strife anywhere in the world, they'll move away from that. You need peace. You need that atmosphere. And if you want to create this, what you are doing in Sambhal, I'm not even getting into it. Who's responsible or who's not responsible? But this is the situation. And about Ajmer, I know Prime Minister Modi for long years. He's been the biggest admirer of Ajmer. In fact, I'll just end by this. In 2013, there was a conference in Ahmedabad when he was the chief minister. There was a conference on tourism, international conference. There was a delegation of Pakistan. About 20 of them had come, and they had requested that हमको मोदी साहब से मिलना है. I took them, and they said कि मोदी साहब आपसे एक मदद चाहिए. Said what? बोले हम अजमेर जाना चाहते हैं. तो अब India, the Pakistanis, they get visa only for a particular city. If you only get visa for Ahmedabad or Bombay, they did not have visa for Ajmer. Modi साहब in front of everybody said, यार हमारी हुकूमत कैसे काम करती है कि जो पाकिस्तान से आता है उसको अजमेर का वीजा ना मिले, वो तो पहले ही देना चाहिए. बोले अजमेर तो हमारी शान है.
He said, अगर यार वीजा तो मैं नहीं कर सकता लेकिन पूरा इंतजाम तुम्हारा कर सकता हूँ. So this Prime Minister, for the past 11 years, every year religiously is sending his chadar there, and you are questioning about that existence. So actually, the people who are doing this, they are enemy of India, they are enemies of RSS, and they are enemies of Prime Minister Modi. They want to bowl, and they don't want him to reach that stage of $5 trillion economy. For God's sake, Barkha, we need manufacturing in the country. We need foreign direct investment. These people are spoiling the future of India.